exemplify the spirit of equity, dignity, and compassion for all. Over the past 2 years, Mariah and Natalie have organized a passion project called Re-Gift the Gift of Gift Giving. Clearly, they were not thinking about me being up here presenting when they came up with that name. Re-Gift the Gift of Gift Giving is a community-wide holiday donation drive that raised over 5,000 essential items for people experiencing homelessness in our community. Ultimately shifting the hearts and the minds of many people who got involved. On behalf of the people who are still suffering through homelessness, and on behalf of all of us who are working so hard to solve that problem, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm so proud of you guys, and I love you, and congratulations.
These both say our names on them. Oh. It's really exciting.
Hi.
I'm Mariah.
And I'm Natalie.
And we are the compassion party behind
Re-Gift the Gift of Gift Giving. And we are so honored and so deeply grateful for this acknowledgement. And we definitely want to start by thanking the Santa Cruz, Event Santa Cruz, and all of those that were a part of this project, all of you that recognized us and supported us along the way. We definitely could not have done this without you.
Yeah, and it's really special that we have Tracy Hegem on stage with us, and you notice that we wanted her to stay up here because we had an experience in our life, Natalie and I, together with so many other emerging leaders, circle members in this room. Raise your hand if you were there that day, right? And we walked through the River Street shelter and we met and spoke with so many chronically homeless individuals that day. And really, our hearts broke open and we changed, and we had no other option but to leap into action because of this really overwhelming feeling that we had. And so Tracy's really our hero up here. And like she said, yes, we partnered with the community and we've raised 5,000 donations, but what you may not know is that this project has never been about donations. It's also never been about solving and ending homelessness, because homelessness is very complicated, and 5,000 donations does not solve our housing crisis, and it does not destigmatize substance abuse disorders, and it does not fix a mental health care system. But what our project is all about, and what we've achieved and what we're going to continue to push for, is to have your hearts break open and to have shifts towards compassion, because we've seen it. We've seen it in 300 people who have shown up and have contributed to this project. And if we can create ripples of compassion and kindness, then I know that this community can change for the better.
One of the things that Mariah and I have reflected on this project a lot, and one of the things that we thought was so profound that we wanted to share, that we learned, was that anybody can do this, okay? Mariah and I are two young women, two friends in Santa Cruz that made a YouTube video, but more than that, we focused on what we deeply cared about: compassion, seeing humans for their full potential. And you guys can do that too. You're already doing that, right? And so I think it's such a beautiful notion that we all have this potential to create lasting, positive community impact. And we're already seeing that with all of these amazing NEXTies, and I know that all of you guys are next. So I'm just really, deeply moved by learning that and seeing that, and just continually inspired by everyone in this community. So thank you so much.
So we dedicate, it's really important that we dedicate these, which they have our names on them, which is exciting. However, they don't really belong to us, because something that we've said over the past 2 years is that Natalie and I We didn't raise 5,000 donations.
We don't have money.
We don't have money. We didn't raise those donations. All of you did. The 300 people who showed up and said, hey, I'm going to give back and I'm going to be a part of this and count on me and I'm in and what do you need and this is what we're going to do. You're the ones who raised those donations. And so this is really dedicated to our friends who continue, it is not Christmas anymore, to call us and say, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to start carrying a sleeping bag in my car because it was really rainy last night and I think someone might have needed it. Or hey, do you have a box of ponchos? Because I think we should hand those out. Or hey, I just stood outside Marshall's and I bought 5 people new pairs of socks and warm clothes. And we get these stories all the time. And what we're here to say is that this is dedicated to everyone who is making small contributions with kindness and compassion, because we don't have to do these grandiose things. We just have to do small actions with love and kindness, and we will create huge change. And Natalie and I are so committed to honoring your contributions no matter where you're at. And so this is a really awesome mug that has our names on it, but it's yours, and we hope that your hearts can break open towards something, and you can count on us to be there with whatever that may be. Thank you.